Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, people, what's good? We're back with another episode of Monk's Boxing Breakdown, and this weekend we got a couple big fights I've picked. There was a couple choices, but I've gone for three big fights I think you lot should look out for this weekend. And without further ado, you know what I mean? Let's talk about it, people. More time is more time. I'm the Monk. You know what it is. Let's go. So first things first, we got Buatsi versus Azzez. We got Benn versus Dobson, and Caroline Dubois versus, who's she fighting again? Sorry, let me take a quick look. Miranda Reyes. So that's the picks I've gone for this weekend. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. Let's get cracking. Without further ado, let's get into it. Just switch over to the screen capture a second. I don't know why I'm all the way over Yasser. You know what I'm saying? All up in the way, and move myself over here. Bang bang, and we good. So first things first, let's have a look at the first fight. We'll look at is Buatsi versus Azzez. Big up Box Live every time. If you guys want to use Box Live to put fights into your calendar to make sure you don't miss anything, get stats on fighters, all of that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? I see a lot of people on YouTube copying my format now, you know what I'm saying? I see you guys, you know what I mean? I see you switching it up, copying my thing, but that's all good, you know what I mean? We move. But yeah, man, we got Buatsi. He's been doing a lot. And Azzez, to be fair, I think Buatsi was a bit further along in his development. He was having bigger fights. He was a bigger star. But as he sat back, Azzez has worked his way, rightly so, and built his career slowly. And sometimes I think in the long run that could be the better option for fighters rather than rushing your career. Like as you see here, we'll get into that bit anyway. But anyway, the fight is this Saturday at the OVO Arena, Wembley, London. In the US, if you want to watch it, you can find it on Peacock. You'll be able to download that, stream that. And in the UK, it's a Sky Sports Arena. It's a 12-round fight in the light heavyweight division. Both men are undefeated. Buatsi with 17 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws. And Azzez with a record of 20 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws. So we've got two unbeaten UK prospects. Prospect's probably the wrong word to use, but up and coming, wherever you want to say, the up and coming stars or up and coming talent. You know what I'm saying? They're up and coming. They haven't quite broke through that Dylan White AJ ceiling yet. You know what I mean? But they're well on their way. These men are in their 30s. Buatsi, age 30, with a height of 6'2" and a 74.4 reach, fighting out of an orthodox stance. Azzez is 34. He's 5'10", slightly shorter, with a reach of 70.1 inches, with a shorter reach. So he's also fighting out of orthodox. I say, well, it's factual, innit? Like, Buatsi has the size advantage and the reach advantage, but that doesn't always get you the dub. You know what I mean? That doesn't always get you the dub. But for the tail of the tape, form-wise, Buatsi's getting unanimous decisions and TKOs. Azzez is getting TDs and TKOs and UDs. which is, for anyone that doesn't know, unanimous decisions. But yeah, so it goes like this. Buatsi has 17 wins, 13 coming by way of KO, with a KO percentage of 76 at more time. Monk's Boxing Breakdown, I like it to be above 75% knockout ratio percentage. Just shows that you're getting rid of your opponents a lot more effectively. You're not leaving it to referee decisions and unanimous or split decisions or rare tear tear. You just get a man out of there, you know what I mean? And that's the way we like it here, you know what I mean? He's got 0 losses, been stopped 0 times, 0 draws. He made his debut in 2017, and that was the point I was making earlier about him starting before Azzez, but having less fights in a longer time. So he started his debut in 2017, Azzez in 2018, so he's got a whole year ahead on Azzez, but Azzez has got like 30, 40 more pro rounds, you know what I mean? So he's managed to gain the experience on the slow path. But Azzez, tail of the tape, he's got 20 wins, 13 by way of knockout, with a knockout percentage of 65. So it's not where we want it to be, but that doesn't always mean you will definitely get the victory. But you know what I'm saying, we like a high knockout percentage. 0 losses, been stopped 0 times, 0 draws. Both of these men are undefeated. The current rankings in the WBA, Buatsi is number 1 and Azzez is number 2. In the WBC, Buatsi is number 2 and Azzez is number 3. In the WBO, Buatsi is number 1 and Azzez is number 3. And the IBF, Buatsi is number 3 and Azzez is number 4. So both of these mans are quite high up in all the organisations, which is good for UK fighters. It's good to see 2 good UK fighters, solid, high ranked, undefeated, over 20 or up, nearly, in Buatsi's case, nearly 20 fights. And it's good, man. Let's have a quick look at let's have a little read on here. So they're talking about form. Right, activity check. In terms of recent activity, Dan Azzez has been fighting more than Joshua Buatsi. Buatsi last fought 8 months ago, 28 days. 8 months and 28 days ago, while Dan Azzez last outing was 10 months and 23 days. Buatsi's last 5 fights have come over a period of 3 years, 3 months and 30 days, meaning he has been fighting on an average of every 8 months. In those fights, he's fought a total of 44 rounds, meaning that they have lasted 8.8 rounds on average. Azzez's last fights have come over a period of 2 years, 2 months and 14 days, meaning he has been fighting on an average of every 5 months and 10 days. In those fights, he's fought a total of 47 rounds, meaning that they have lasted 9.4 rounds on average. So a bit more confirmation to what I was saying earlier about their different pathways in the game. So the odds are currently in Buatsi's favour. 1/4 minus 400 to win outright. So that's the tail of the tape, people, for this for Joshua Buatsi, Dan Azzez. Let's have a quick look at their highlights and see what they're working with. First off, we'll start with Joshua Buatsi. Just turn this let's get this bit. So as you can see here, great body shot there. Tried the uppercut, snapping left jab. I like the jab, the left jab. Got a good jab. Doubling up with a jab and then a hook. Doubling up his hooks. He's a headhunter though. He's not working the body enough here, but he just chins man easily. I don't know who Bolotniks is, and I don't know his credibility level, but as you can see here, Buatsi was just setting about him, hitting him with vicious hooks, just trying to get him out of there. This one's pretty much done. Can't really learn more from that. Ryan forward, so he's good combinations, good speed, good tempo. Defense is lacking. He's always throwing, to be honest, like in these exchanges where obviously they're showing his best highlights in these exchanges, but still you're seeing that he's not really thinking about the counter that's coming, although he ducked one sick then. But he gets busy, man. He gets busy, throws a lot of punches, good jabs, good hooks, speed's okay. He's all round good boxer, man. Footwork is kind of okay. I like how he's getting man out of there, finishing man. You know what I'm saying? Pause. This is coming up against a more tricky fighter here. But again, he's got a good range. Smothers his work a little bit, but you know what I mean? Apart from that, he shows great skills and ability. There's a reason why he's undefeated. But again, very open. Like against these lower echelon dons, you know what I mean? It's easy to be throwing and knocking man's out, and that man's got some fucking mad tattoo on his arm. Who the fuck is that? Who is that guy? Probably his like son or something. But hit man with a nice body punches there. The guy he's fighting here looks a bit soft to the mid-rift. But yeah, he sets about people, man. He's always going forward. Not really seen him on the back foot, especially not in these highlights or fights and that. And I haven't, to tell you the truth, I haven't really been following him too tough. But from what I've seen, he's a good all-round fighter. We've got Dan Azzez. By the way, big up Themsticles on YouTube. Go subscribe to them, man. They're providing the highlights that we're looking at right now. As you can see the name here in the top right. Go subscribe to them. So we've got Sterling versus Azzez right here. Get to be see a bit of what Azzez is bringing to the table. Rocky Fielding. So he plodded in with a slow jab, couple body shots. Speed isn't as quick as Buatsi, but he definitely looks stronger. But whether that's whether that is what's the word I'm looking for? Whether that works in whether that's generating enough power or whatever. Like, it looks strong, but is that, or is the impact being, do you know what I mean? The aesthetic is strong, but I don't know whether the punches are. It took man a while to get this nobody out of here. Man like Fielding and that, he was working the body well, using nice hooks, using the jab, needs to work out distancing a little bit better. Footwork's okay. Good inside work. Let me change the fight though, because this guy ain't putting up no fight. Again, I don't know who he's fighting, some nobody. He looks okay, but he doesn't look as perfected as Buatsi. He does look stronger, but who knows, man? Who knows? Different pathways have led to the fight we're going to see this weekend. Like, we're not seeing much from these highlights because he's not really fighting anyone of note, really. Sterling hitting him with the overhand rights. His jab is very slow and ponderous. Like, he stumbles into range. He hit man with something nice there, and the man did the madness. Man did the banduli. You know what I'm saying? Whoops. But yeah, man. So he's good, but I don't think he is as well-rounded and molded like Buatsi. So for that fight, I'm going for a Buatsi win. Unanimous decision. Split decision win. It's going to go the full distance. I don't see will it go the full 12 rounds? Yeah, I'm going to go unanimous decision. Buatsi. It's going to go the full way. Both of these men ain't going to want to lose their O. You know what I mean? But someone got to go. And yeah, that's my prediction for the fight this Saturday. Buatsi versus Azzez. They do have a couple of fights. I don't normally look at undercards, but this one I'm going to make an exception. On this channel, Monk's Boxing Breakdown, we have been following the career of Caroline Dubois. And she is fighting on the undercard. And she's fighting Miranda Reyes. Let's have a look at let's have a look at this one, people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, on the same night, undercard, 10 rounds in the lightweight. Is it lightweight? She can't be lightweight. I think she's like light heavy, isn't it? Alright, 10 rounds in the lightweight division. We have Caroline Dubois, 8-0, no draws, no defeats. Miranda Reyes, 7 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. So both of these have had under 10 fights. You know what I mean? So that you could say pro career still in the early stages. But yeah, we got Caroline Dubois, age 23. She's 5'5", and she fights out of the southpaw stance. Miranda Reyes is 22, 5'5" also. Fighting out of orthodox. I don't know why they don't have the reaches here, which is quite annoying. Maybe they've changed over the years as she's been growing, because they're quite young, aren't they? You know what I mean? So yeah, the tail of the tape for Caroline Dubois. She's 8 wins, 5 of them by way of KO, with a knockout percentage of 63. So a little below the standard we like here. 0 losses, been stopped 0 times, 0 draws. Miranda Reyes has 7 wins, 3 by knockout, with a knockout percentage of 43. So she needs to get her knockout game up, man. You know what I mean? She needs to sit on them punches, generate more power somehow. She's had a little more experience, but Caroline has been doing a lot more in the time. You know what I mean? If we look at the activity check. Dubois' last fight have come over a period of 7 months and 18 days, meaning she has been fighting on an average of every 3 months, 26 days. In those fights, she's fought a total of 18 rounds, meaning that they have lasted 9 rounds on average. So she's, you know what I mean, doing her thing. It's not really saying much about Reyes, so I don't think Reyes has got much of a career. It's been hard, not hard like I've been looking, but her highlight reels ain't really there like that, you know what I mean? But let's have a quick look at Dubois, Caroline Dubois. Let's have a quick look at what she's bringing to the table. So she's got she's got good footwork, stepping in, stepping out of range, stepping on the outside of the foot, very good footwork, going to the body, in and out. Because the girl she's fighting, Rodriguez, can throw, man. She's definitely not a slouch when it comes to throwing the combos and that. But she Caroline is very she fights a bit like her brother. Obviously her brother's a bit more plodding, a bit more a bit stronger in his stance, shall I say, but she's got a similar stance, similar style, throw hard, like every punch is hard, innit? Every punch is hard and meaningful. Get in, get out, get the points or get the damage effect, and yeah, move. I like Caroline Dubois as a fighter. I think she's got a lot of room to grow. I think her ceiling's pretty high, and it's going to be exciting watching the fights go down as her career progresses. Showing various skills, going to the body, going upstairs, taking a bit of a defense is lacking a defense, a bit like Daniel, to be fair. They're more attacking style boxers, going for the body, going for the, you know what I mean, the Son Gohans, call that the Son Gohans, you know. What man did Freezer and that. But yeah, man, Caroline Dubois putting in work. Be good to see her fight. Miranda Reyes, on the other hand, her fights are on these bare low budget ones. Big up this channel. I don't know who Battle Fights are, but it's a bit of a toy name for organisation. Don't want to say that. Don't want them to clip the thing, obviously. But yeah, show them some support. Go subscribe to them and that. What are we seeing here? So she's moving around with the jab, following it up with a 1-2, sticking overhand rights in, running in. She's a bit wockless. She's definitely there as a tomato can. I feel like they just plucked her out of thin air. No disrespect to you, no respect to you, Miranda, but Caroline looks a bit more effective with her style. This is very looks kind of like a Muay Thai settings, isn't it? You know, when it's like very like everyone's a pressure fighter. You know what I mean? Everyone's just swinging, moving, trying to move forward and swing. Everyone's got the cornrows, game rows in. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to move around. I think she's gonna have trouble, man. She's gonna try them little combos with Caroline and get one stuck on her jaw, I think. So this one's a quick one, really. There's not much to discuss. We've seen a bit of what both fighters are on, but I've seen a lot more of Caroline Dubois than I have of Miranda Reyes. But nevertheless, my fight prediction is a Caroline Dubois knockout. I'm going for a TKO in the 7th, 8th round towards the end of the fight. I think she's just there's gonna be a lot of work going on in the early rounds. She'll be sticking and moving, And then as soon as Reyes gets a bit tired, she's going to set a right hand on her jaw side, you know what I mean? A step in right hand, and it'd be game over. But yeah, people, that's that fight prediction over. We're on to the last fight for Monk's Boxing Breakdown. Normally I like to keep these a bit short and sweet, but we're doing a thing this weekend, you know what I'm saying? There's a couple fights that I'm looking forward to, and the last one on the card is Benn versus Peter Dobson. Both of these fighters are undefeated. It's been a long hard road pause for Benn. He's had a lot to deal with in recent times with everything that's going on. With everything that's been going on to do with PDs and stuff of that nature, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to get into that because we don't really know Wagwan. They were saying it was eggs and he was saying it's not, and they've waited like 2 years to allow Benn to fight. Not like allow him, like they couldn't stop him fighting in a different organisation somewhere else, but I think Eddie and Conor were waiting for the go ahead to keep get the train going again, get the ball rolling again. But if they can't fight in the UK, then they will fight other places, you know what I mean? And this one is in another place, so I don't think Benn currently can currently fight in the UK until his case is heard. Well, not heard, because they've had the verdict, and the prosecutors are trying to appeal, so it's looking like they're trying to long it out even more for Conor Benn, which is a bit sad. He was on a roll in his career, moving mad. But if you are taking PEDs and you're hitting man in the head, you know what I mean, it is what it is. You gotta look at it from a humane perspective, you know what I mean? Like, you man are throwing Thompson, scrapping or whatever, and you're trying to get the edge. But that, when you're on the juice and you're thumping man with juice and they're getting that CTE that was concocted in a vat of juice, you know what I'm saying? It's tough. People can lose their lives, lose brain cells. But yeah, man, he is back. I'm excited to see Conor Benn back. I've been following the journey, you know what I mean? And it's good to see him get some more rounds in the ring, see where he's at, see what stage he is at in his career. So yeah, he's fighting Peter Dobson February the 3rd, Saturday, tomorrow, in the Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas, Chelsea Ballroom. You know what I mean? So he had to go to the US to fight. You can catch the fight on DAZN in the UK and the US. 12 rounds in the welterweight division. Both of these men are undefeated. Conor Benn with a record of 22-0, and Peter Dobson with a record of 16-0. So both of these men have a lot to lose. Both men don't want to get that, you know what I mean? Don't want the 0 to be a 1. Ages: Conor Benn is 27 with a height of 5'8" and a reach of 68.1 inches, fighting out of an orthodox stance. Peter Dobson, on the other hand, is age 33, a little longer in the tooth. You know that saying for old people and that. With a height of 5'10", slightly taller, with a reach of 70.1. So he's taller with a bit more reach. Conor Benn's more of an inside fighter anyways, you know what I mean? So I doubt that is going to have too much of an effect. The form, they've only got form for Conor Benn, so I guess that means Peter Dobson is just being plucked out of thin air, you know what I mean? Got a professional career, undefeated, but just being brought up fighting tomato cans and that, so they can't really go on his form. But yeah, the tail of the tape, Conor Benn has 22 wins, 14 of those wins coming by way of KO with a KO percentage of 65. I always thought Conor Benn's knockout percentage was way higher than that, just from how he smoked like Chris Algeria and them man there, you know what I'm saying? Smoked them brothers, you know what I'm saying? We're about to see in the highlights, but yeah, 0 losses, 0 draws, never been stopped. Peter Dobson, on the other hand, has 16 wins, 9 wins coming by way of KO with a KO percentage of 56, which is both of these men need to up their knockout game, you know what I'm saying, to get that more time Monk's Boxing Breakdown stamp of approval. You need it over 75%, brother, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, they're not really going on rankings right now because Peter Dobson ain't ranked. And Conor Benn has his ongoing cases, so only one organisation, the WBC, is keeping him in the rankings. I don't know whether he is ranked in these other organisations. I think he is. I think it's just the fact that his case is ongoing, you know what I mean? I don't really want to read into the stats on form, activity. There's no point really looking at that, you know what I'm saying, odds and all that, because yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, man, let's take a quick look at both of these men in action, starting off with Conor Benn. And Conor Benn is my type of fighter, vicious, like father, like son. He's a vicious fighter, you know what I mean? Throwback to a man fought with spite. Nice left hook there, you know what I mean? Stepping in, bow, bow, bow. Body shot, done man in. You know what I mean? Easy work, light work. But again, this brother isn't anybody. Juicy, you know? Man's called Jussie. Jussie's just getting wobbled with body shots, man. Tomato cans. Overhand right, overhand right, overhand right. This is back in the wild times when Conor Benn was a loose cannon, you know what I'm saying? Man had the little short doo-doo dreads and that, you know what I'm saying? You know, any man with that trim, it's moving wild, you know what I mean? Vargas, this was a good fight. He smoked Vargas, you know what I mean? This was the very first round. Step in right, bang, that hurt him. Jab, jab, hook, hook. Adverts, man, come to just ruin the flow. Yeah, dominoes, man, I don't care about that. But yeah, man, bang, overhand right again. Bang, overhand right. Jab. Keeping him at range. 1, 2. Range. Right hand. 1, 2. 1, 2. Uppercut. Right hand. This is where it just gets on top. Boop, 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 boop. Ref got to stop in. Yeah, stop him and step in. You know what I'm saying? That's when he got the cornrows and the cane rolls. You know what I'm saying? He's moving mad. And here with the trim, with the fade, moving even madder. The way Chris Algeria got fucking sent to the shadow. Made man doing roly polies and that. Have a look. You know what I'm saying? Made man do the Sonic. Ball up like Sonic the Hedgehog. Bring, you know, man, get me the rings and that. Crazy. Boop, boop. Bit of a forearm shot, but still had man moving all wild in that. Snapping man's head back with a few jabs. Showing a good defense. Moving head off the center line. Whack, whack. Sleeper. It's a sleeper. Look at man's foot all bent up. Man was doing the reverse MJ, you know, the sideways one. You know what I'm saying? I like that, man. We need more of that from Conor, man. These, bow, fucking set man's jaw on fire. Boom, rattled the shit out of that. Man turned into a Ninja Turtle as soon as he hit man. Boom, man turned into a Ninja Turtle. Donatello, you know what I'm saying? Looking for the splinter and that. Sent man to the ER and that, you know what I'm saying? Was he all juiced up? Don't think he was, but still looking all natty here, you know what I'm saying? This was early when he was all skinny and that, pre-juice and that, pre-eggs, you know what I mean? moving all mad and that. Vicious body shots. Wow, man's running away and he's just catching a slight. Protect yourself at all times, like the referee says, you know what I'm saying? Can't be running away catching little fucking sucker punches and that. This brother had no chance. Man's wearing the wrestling boots. Man's out here in the fucking they're like Adidas. Was it high socks or something? Man's moving mad. I thought man had the Undertaker boots on. You know what I mean? Yeah, this dude's a tomato can, man. This dude is is he called Ducker? Oh, man's called Ducker. You better duck, you know what I mean? He ain't ducking enough. Great, that step in, shimmy right, shimmy left, uppercut was tasty. You know what I'm saying? That's techers. I mean, we say I'm over here. Wham. So yeah, Conor Benn does show a lot of skills. I think he's a high level fighter, personally, but the juice has tainted the opinion, you know what I'm saying? Because smoking all these people is cool, but if you're juiced up, then it's not that big of a deal, you know. But yeah, man, Conor Benn out here doing things, but it's good to have Conor Benn back. This ain't gonna be nothing special though. But yeah, we don't really need to see much more of the Destroyer, you know what I mean, Destroyer Junior. Let's look at the tomato can he's gonna be punching up. Peter Dobson. I hope Dobson's ready, because he's about to get political, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Dobson with the right hand. Man nodded like, yep, you got me, yep. Yep. Sat man down. Dobson, you know. Andres Vieira. Good job clubbing right. Bit of body work. Very slow. This dude is very slow. I was gonna look at the pre-fight interviews and that, but there's no point. You know what I mean? Look at this guy. Fighting slow. No techers. No defense. Look like he's punching up someone's PE teacher and that. You know what I'm saying? Man took the knee for the Negroes, you know what I'm saying? Man took the knee in that. But yeah, these opponents are just some lightweight dons. Some no defense having ass dons, you know what I'm saying? And he's just swinging. He's not even accurate. He's not accurate in the slightest. Man's getting all gloves. A few are sneaking through, especially with that guy. But I'm seeing mostly glove shots, you know what I'm saying? Where man don't really know where they're hitting. They just try to make something stick, make something land. And his highlights are dead, man. He's just fighting these dons. They're just showing the same dons. This is in some fucking boxing gym somewhere. He slapped man down. But who is this guy in the shiny shorts? No one knows. Slapped him down. Counter right hand. So Conor Benn's got to look out for that, because that'd be his special move, his only move. You know what I mean? Good step in right hook. Kind of a swipe. 1-2 down the pipe. 1-2, 2, 1, hook, uppercut. So he can throw punches. The opponents he's fighting, what do you do? Headbutt man down to the floor then? People he's fighting are just bums, in it. See, look, all his fights, You could just tell, innit, from the place they're fighting and the cameraman and all that, what type of fighter it is. They just plucked him out of any gym. Say, hey brother, you wanna earn some P? You wanna make some money? You know what I mean? Man's got frilly shorts on. Man got tassels. Man got tassels on his shorts. Definitely plucked him out of thin air, you know what I'm saying? So this one's a quick one. I'm not even gonna go into depth into my man's career. So yeah, people, we've had a look, and it's pretty obvious who's gonna win. I'm going for the Conor Benn win. Going for an early stoppage, maybe fifth or sixth round. We're going for the Conor Benn knockout TKO, and yeah, man, that's pretty much it, people. Make sure you tune in for the next Monk's Boxing Breakdown. There has been some breaking news concerning Tyson Fury, so I'm gonna be making a quick vid on that now. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, people, you know what it is. Monk's Boxing Breakdown. Make sure you subscribe, like, all of that good stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Salute.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?